Hello students, I am Rajita from Vagdevi College of Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this session, we are going to learn about data structures through C++ lab programs. And the program is here. Write a C++ program using class templates to implement the double-ended queue using an array. In previous session, we discussed the topic how to enqueue the value at rear end using array. Now in this session we are going to learn about the concepts here, enqueue the element at front end and how to dequeue the element at front end and rear end. Now we'll see the how to enqueue the element at front end, and this is the code. So when you are enqueue the element at front end, and we are implementing the queue using array here, and the array is like this, and the size of the array is 6, so that is 0 to 5 index positions, and the queue name is here A. And we need to set the front and rear values to -1 by because the queue is empty. Now suppose I want to enqueue the element here 10, so we need to follow the code. If front equal -1, so what is the front value? -1 only. So condition satisfied. So we need to follow the if statements. So what are the if statements here? Front equals 0 means we need to set the front values to 0th index position. And next statement, a of plus plus rear equal to ELE means we need to increment the rear value. At that particular position we need to insert the value ELE. So we need to point the rear position to 0th location, and in this position we need to insert the value element 10. So 10 value will be inserted at this particular position. Then I want to insert one more element here, 20. So check the condition. If front equal -1, no, front is pointing to the 0th location, and this front equal -1 condition will be satisfied when you are insert the element at first time in the queue. Means when the queue is empty, so this condition will be satisfied and you can insert the element into the queue. But the queue consists of some element here, so condition false, then go to the else if condition here. And what is the else if condition? Front not equal to 0. So what is the front value? It is pointing to 0th location only. So front not equal to 0, condition false. Then go to the else part here. And what are the else statements here? And we are going to print the statement here. Insertion is not possible, overflow. So this is the disadvantage of double-ended queue when you are enqueuing the element at front end. Even though the queue consists of some space, there is not possibility to enqueue the element into the queue using front end. Now suppose we have one more case here. Enqueue the element at front end and the queue consists of some elements 40 and 50, and the front is pointing to the 40 element, that is the third index position, and the rear is pointing to the fourth index position. Now at this situation, how to perform the enqueue operation using front end? So suppose I want to enqueue the element here and the value is 30. So follow the code. If front equal -1, so what is the front value? It is pointing to the third index position, so it is not equal to -1. So then go to the else if statement. Front not equal to 0. What is the front value here? It is third index position. It is not equal to 0. Yes, it is not equal to 0. So condition satisfied. Now in this position we need to follow the else statements here, else if condition statements. And what are the else if statements here? A of minus front equal to ELE. So now we need to decrement the front value, and at that particular position we need to insert the value. So using front end we need to insert the value here. So for that case we need to decrement the front value, then insert the value. So means we are moving to the second index position. At this particular position we need to insert the value 30. Now suppose I want to enqueue one more element here, 20. Check the condition. Front equal -1, no, front is pointing to the second index position, condition false. Then go to the else if part. So front not equal 0, as front not equal 0, why? Because it is pointing to the second index position. So follow the else if statements here. A of minus front equal to ELE. Again decrement the front value. At that particular position you need to insert the value. Then I want to enqueue one more element here, 10. Follow the code. If front equal -1, condition false. Why? Because front is pointing to the first index position. Then go to the else if part here. Front not equal 0, yes, it is not equal to 0. Why? Because it is pointing to the first index position. Then follow the code of else if a of minus minus front equal ELE. Again we need to decrement the front value, and at this position we need to insert the value 10. Now suppose I want to NQ one more element here, 5. So front equal minus 1. So what is the front value? It is pointing to the 0th location, condition false. Then go to the else if part. Front not equal 0. No, now the condition false. Why? Because it is pointing to the 0th location only. Then go to the else part. So what is the else statement here? Insertion is not possible. Why? Because it is overflow statement will be printed. Now see this one. You have a memory at 5th index position. So this space is empty. But there is no chance to insert or NQ the element at 5th index position using front end. Now this is the disadvantage of double-ended queue when you are inserting the element at a front end. Now we'll see the next function, double-ended queue. Dequeue the element at front end. Now this is the code to dequeue the element at front end, and the array is like this, and it consists of 3 elements 10, 20, 30, and the size of array is 6, and index positions are 0 to 5, and the array name, that is queue name, is A. Now suppose I want to delete the element using front end, and the front value is pointing to the 0th location and rear value is pointing to the second index position. Now using front end I want to dequeue the element. So in this position we need to check the condition. If front equal to minus 1, check the condition. Front is pointing to the 0th location, it is not equal to minus 1. So condition false. Then go to the else part here. And what are the else statements here? We need to delete the element using front end, that is A of front. So what is the A of front is here? 10. It is pointing to the 10 value. That is, it is pointing to the 0th location and the value in that location is 10. Now we need to delete this 10. Next statement, we need to check the condition after deleting the element if front equal to rear. So now front is pointing to the 0th location and rear is pointing to the second index position. So both are not equal. So condition false, then go to the else part. So what is the else statement? Front equal to front plus 1. We need to increment the front value now. So why? Because 0th location now free here. Now we need to move to the first index position here. So it is moving to the first index position. Now suppose I want to dequeue one more element using front end. If front equal minus 1, so what is the front value? It is pointing to the first index position. So it is not equal minus 1, condition false. Then go to the else part here, and the else statements are we need to delete the element using A of front. So what is A of front? It is pointing to the first index position and the value in that is 20. So we need to delete this one, 20. Now after deleting the element we need to check that whether the front and the rear values are equal. Now front is pointing to the first index position and rear is pointing to the second index position. So both are different. Then condition false, then go to the else part here. So what is the else statement? Front equal front plus 1. We need to increment the front value now. So it is moving to the second index position. Now I want to dequeue one more element using front end. Check the condition. If front equal minus 1, no, front is pointing to the second index position. Condition false, then go to the else part here. And else statement here, the deleted element is A of front. So A of front is pointing to the second index position and the value in that is 30. So we can delete that 30 element here. And then we need to check that whether front and rear values are equal, means pointing to the same index position after deleting the element. So we need to check that one, front equal to rear. Yes, now both are pointing to the second index position. Now we need to follow the if statement here. Front equal to rear equal to minus 1. We need to set the front and rear equal to minus 1. Why? Because when the front and rear values are pointing to the same index position, the queue consists of only one element. And after deleting that element, the queue is empty. Now we need to set the front and rear values to -1. Now, suppose I want to dequeue the element here. Check the condition. If front equal to -1, yes, front equal to -1. Why? Because the queue is empty now. So in this case, we need to execute the statement dequeue is empty. So it is not possible to delete the element from the queue. So dequeue is empty. So that statement will be printed on monitor. Now we'll see how to dequeue the element at rear end, and this is the code to dequeue the element at rear end, and the queue is here like this, and the queue consists of 3 elements 30, 40, 50, and the size of the queue is 6, and the index positions are 0 to 5, and the queue name is A. And the front is pointing to the 30 value and the rear is pointing to the 50 value. That is, front is pointing to the second index position and rear is pointing to the fourth index position. Then I want to dequeue some element here using rear end, means using rear end I want to dequeue the element here, and the queue consists of only 3 elements here. So 0, 1 and 5th index positions are empty. Now how to dequeue the element using rear end now? So check the condition if front equal -1. So what is the front value? It is pointing to the second index position. So it is not equal -1, condition false. Then go to the next statement here, else statement. And what are the else statements here? We need to follow the else statement here. The deleted element is A of rear. Why? Because using rear and we need to delete the element, and A of rear. What is the A of rear position? It is pointing to the fourth index position and the value in that is 50. So delete that element 50. And after deleting the element, we need to check the condition whether front and rear values are equal. So what is the front and rear values here? It is pointing to the second index position and rear is pointing to the fourth index position. Both are different. Condition false. Then go to the else part here. What is the else statement? Rear equal to rear -1. So when you are dequeue the element at front end, after deleting the element, we need to increment the front value. And when you are dequeue the element at rear end, after deleting the element, we need to decrement the rear value. So that is the key point here. Then we need to decrement the rear value. It is moving to the third index position. Now I want to dequeue one more element. Check the condition if front equal -1. Front is pointing to the second index position. It is not equal -1, condition false. Then go to the else part here, and the else statements are the deleted element is A of rear. Again, what is A of rear value here? 40. So 40 will be deleted from the queue, and then check the condition whether front and rear values are equal. So front is pointing to the second index position and rear is pointing to the third index position. Both are different, condition false. Then go to the else part here, then decrement the rear value using the statement rear equal rear -1. So it is pointing to the second index position. Now I want to dequeue the element again. Check the condition if front equal -1. Front is pointing to the second index position. It is not equal -1, condition false. Then go to the else part here. The deleted element is A of rear. So what is the A of rear value here? It is a 30 value, that is second index position, and the value in that is 30. So delete that element. Then after deleting the element, we need to check the condition whether front and rear values are equal. Yes, now front and rear values are pointing to the same index position. So when this condition will be true, so when the queue consists of only one element at any position, when the queue consists of only one element, and after deleting that element, the queue becomes empty. So in that case, the condition will be satisfied, front equal rear, and now we need to set the front and rear values to -1 now. Why? Because the queue is empty. So front and rear values are -1. Now suppose I want to dequeue the element. Check the condition. If front equal -1, yes, now front equal -1. Why? Because the queue is empty. Now we need to print the statement. Why? Because the condition satisfied, dequeue is empty. So like this, we can dequeue the element at rear end. So in next session, we'll see what are the applications of double-ended queue and how to execute the double-ended queue program using arrays. Thank you.